2014 was a witness to a film about a retired assassin played by Keanu Reeves, who goes on a killing rampage after his dog, the final remembrance of his wife, is killed. The film basically came out of nowhere and garnered a terrific response from critics and audiences who hailed its brilliantly choreographed action sequences. Now, nearly 9 years and 2 sequels later, we have the 4th chapter in the saga of John Wick. And it might just be the best one yet. John Wick uncovers a path to defeating the High Table, but before he can earn his freedom, he must face off against a new enemy with powerful alliances across the globe, and forces that turn old friends into foes. John Wick Chapter 4 is arguably one of the greatest action movies ever made. And believe me, I say that with no sense of exaggeration. Yeah. What Chad Stahelski, Keanu Reeves and the entire team pulled off here is nothing short of a miracle. Obviously the action sequences are phenomenal, but I'll get back to that later. Let's talk about the characters for a second. Keanu Reeves proves yet again that he's a perfect fit for the character of John Wick. Of course, he's a total badass in the action sequences, and you can see his hard work, all of the training that he has put into making the action feel seamless. Chapter 4 also is the most emotionally resonant one, especially as the story reaches its climax. There is genuine weight in each characters, and the way they play off each other is really fascinating to watch. Donnie Yen plays Kane, a blind assassin, and knocks it out of the park with his physicality and performance. There are some amazing moments between John and Kane that strike a chord. Shamir Anderson as the tracker is a wonderful new addition to the universe, and I can basically watch an entire film about just him and his dog. Bill Skarsgård is quite menacing as the Marquis and works quite well as a villain. Scott Adkins is a standout, and the fight between him and John Wick is extremely exciting. Everyone else, including Rina Sawayama, Hiroyuki Sanada, and the returning cast of Ian McShane and Lawrence Fishburne, all of them are just perfect for their roles. It is indeed tragic that Lance Reddick, who plays Sharon, has passed away just a week ago. He was always exceptional in the John Wick films, and practically everything he was in, he will for sure be missed. Every frame in John Wick Chapter 4 is beautiful. The color correction, cinematography and production design are magnificent. I was taken aback constantly with how gorgeous the frames looked. The sound design is another highlight, and the seamless blend of music, especially in the astounding Paris sequence, works brilliantly. Now let's talk about the reason we watch John Wick movies: the spectacular action sequences. I've always compared the action in these movies to a beautifully choreographed dance, except with tons of guns, blood and violence. Every action scene is directed with such amount of precision and coordination that it is impossible to take your eyes off the screen. From the incredible 20 or so minute fight in Osaka to the jaw-dropping and intense climax in Paris, every action sequence is thrilling, exciting and engaging. Also, special mention to the action sequence, which is entirely filmed overhead. You just see the characters from the top angle, and this scene was so brilliantly done. Everything about the scene was so much fun, and it's unlike anything I've ever seen in an action film. I could have sat through something like that for hours together. It was that good. John Wick Chapter 4 makes things way bigger by expanding on the scale and scope of the world. We learn a lot more about the High Table, its rules, and all of the complexities. A key thing that is often overlooked when it comes to action movies is consistency. Despite having the action go on for 30 minutes at a stretch, the film still manages to tell a compelling story by balancing the dialogue with the more physical sequences. This brilliant balance makes way for a film that barely even feels like a 3-hour long film. It moves very quickly and doesn't let you blink till the end. And I have to quickly mention that the climax is nothing short of sensational. An ode to classic westerns could not have been done better. John Wick Chapter 4 is absolute perfection. A seamless blend of exceptionally choreographed action, iconic characters, and a fascinating mythology make way for an action epic that isn't just the best in the franchise but also one of the greatest action films I have ever seen. Of course, I give John Wick Chapter 4 a perfect score of 5 out of 5. So that is my take on John Wick Chapter 4. It was indeed amazing to watch it on the big screen. So definitely go check it out. If you already watched it, do let me know down in the comments what you thought about this film. What is your favorite John Wick film and what are your favorite action movies of all time? Comment that down below and let's have a nice lively conversation down there. Do give this video a like, it really helps. Subscribe to the channel. Let's keep watching movies and having fun, and I'll see you again.